Oh my, these are bad. Wait, let's see. This one is better. Meow, meow.
Meow.
Yo, yo, yo. I wear this outfit in half of these videos because it is a travel day. So we're back on the bullet train. We're going from Osaka back to Tokyo for the last leg. We have like three and a half days left once we get there. And yeah, that's all I have. We got bento boxes again. And yeah, I don't know. There's not much of an update, but we're going to Tokyo. I'm like fixing my hair. The train stations always have a lot of different places to get food. We really like these bentos, especially for these longer train rides. This was about $8 per bento, and then you can stay on the platform to wait for your train. Whenever I'm traveling, I like to try my Netflix because it's different for each country. So I'll also download a couple of episodes, so I'll have it just in case we don't have Wi-Fi. The train ride from Osaka to Tokyo is under 3 hours and about $100 per person. We went straight to our hotel and we decided to stay at Hotel Sardonyx in Tokyo. One of the things we needed was a place that accommodated 3 people, which isn't like the standard of like 2 or 4. So we found this place and it was reasonably priced and the view was actually kind of cute. It had a view of this little river. Oh, it's tiny going there. For 3 nights, we spent a little bit over 71,000 yen, or under 500 USD. I also noticed a lot of hotels in Japan give you some pajamas, which is kind of cool. After resting for a bit, we went to Roppongi Hills to Mori Tower to see the city view. Can't forget our outfit of the day videos. Mori Tower is a 54-story skyscraper in the Tokyo district of Roppongi. It was completed in 2003 and is named after the builder Minoru Mori. It is also the 6th tallest building in Tokyo at 238 meters or 781 feet. The observation decks are on the 52nd and the 54th floor. Unfortunately, when we went, the 54th floor, which is the open air observation deck, was closed, so we only went to the indoor 52nd floor. Quick photo tip: if you're taking a photo or video with an observation deck that has glass, put your camera lens all the way to the glass so you don't get a reflection. On our way to dinner, we couldn't help but smell this alluring smell of cinnamon from the Cinnabon, and we stopped by and grabbed a matcha cinnamon roll as well as just the classic, and it literally hit the spot. They were nice and warm, fluffy, and just delicious. For dinner, I requested some Uni Ramen, and we found this spot in Harajuku, and it's like a little stall or a little stand, like a food stand kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of food trucks back home, just a lot smaller. Uni, if you don't know, is sea urchin, and what I like about sea urchin is it gives like a nice creamy, rich flavor to things, and with the ramen, oh, it was so good. Nice and warm, and the owner was super nice. Highly recommend. You should check them out if you're in the area. This is a spot, there's not an English name, so hopefully you can use this to find them. And close by, because it's Harajuku, there's a lot of shopping, so we just walked around. The amount of times we went to Uniqlo during this trip was ridiculous, but I do not regret any of it. Uniqlo and GU were our favorite stores. They are our sister stores. And one of the things we really wanted to look at was the anime shirts. There's definitely more than when we're in the States, but there wasn't technically as much as we actually thought there'd be. If you know, you know. Let's just take a minute and watch my husband help my sister take these blurry Gen Z photos while we were walking across the street.
Oh! Wait, your face isn't showing though.
No, that's even better!
Look at this. Look at this Gen Z photo.
Teaching my brother-in-law how to take a Gen Z photo. Oh my, these are bad! Wait, let's see. This one is better.
It's not staying the exposure long enough.
This one's better, but there's not as much blur. We'll figure it out. It was time to visit Shibuya Crossing, which was about an 18-minute walk. As you can guess, this place is super busy. There's so many people walking. Some people are tourists like us who just want to take a video, but there are also some locals, some people just trying to get across the street from one place to the other, and it's very, very lively. and a must when you go to Tokyo. We started today going to the Kabuki Theatre, which is a classic form of Japanese theater. I think the nice part about this is that you can buy tickets per act, so you don't have to go to the whole show just to kind of experience it, because it is kind of difficult not knowing Japanese and kind of paying attention. Famished, we really wanted some meat, so we went to a yakiniku spot, which means grilled meat in Japanese, and it refers to this style of cooking. We got the lunch special, and basically they were bringing us different types of meat on a different course meal, so we got to try a little bit of everything. Another outfit of the day video thanks to mirrors in the elevator. We got to see the largest Uniqlo, which is in Ginza, and it's 12 floors. I absolutely love it when the streets are closed so we can walk on them and we could just be silly and take videos, because you never get to walk down major streets. So here's me and my sister. We're about to get into the subway, but we're like, let's take this like cute little video. We are back in Shibuya. This is the crossing during the day. We wanted to go to Shibuya specifically to go to the Don Quixote because it is the biggest one. Don't forget to get an extra luggage bag to put all your souvenirs in. We ate at Saizeria, which is a Japanese chain for locals. My husband and I capped the night going to a Japanese whiskey and beer bar because he loves beer, and Japanese whiskey specifically is his favorite, so we had to visit one before we left Japan. It is our last day in Tokyo. We're gonna get sushi for lunch. We couldn't get a reservation, so we're just gonna walk into some places, and then we're going to TeamLabs later. And after that, we're just gonna walk around, get last minute souvenirs. I think we're gonna do Akirabara and Shibuya before we leave. Yeah. And then that's it. We still have to get our brother stuff and a bunch of family stuff. Like, yeah. And then we're getting katsu for dinner. And then we're out. We headed to Toyosu Market on the man-made island of Toyosu. If you want to see the famous fish auctions, you should be there at 5 a.m., but we didn't want to wake up that early, so we just went for lunch. There's a hallway full of sushi spots. We chose this one. We didn't need a reservation, and it didn't take that long to get seated. We ordered the Nigiri Chef Selection set. Here is me trying one of the pieces. This wasabi definitely hit. And I always love the miso soup that comes with all the meals. All the seating is at the bar, so the sushi chef will hand you the piece of sushi when he's done creating it. And eat the sushi right away to keep optimal deliciousness. This set came with a variety of different fish, but in retrospect, we would have wanted to try the tuna set instead because that's what they're known for, and honestly, it was just so good, and I want to go back just to eat the tuna one. The other ones are good too, but I don't know, it just hit different. If you're not good with chopsticks, don't be afraid to use your hands too. After lunch, we really wanted to go to DiverCity to see the Gundam statue. Going on the train, you can really see how different this area is. It's very new, very clean. It really feels futuristic and has a different vibe than the main area of Tokyo. If you're wondering which Gundam is displayed, it is the Unicorn Gundam. And then you can head into the mall to see one of the biggest Gundam stores. It has so many. There's some that are also on display. We ended up buying one for my brother and my sister-in-law. We headed to Tokyo TeamLabs for our reservation. Heads up, there are 2 different Tokyo TeamLabs. This is Planets and it is in Toyosu. They usher everyone in that has the same reservation time, and you're supposed to put your shoes in a locker.
No, not really.
This is a full sensory museum, so that's kind of the reason. Actually, you don't taste anything, so not completely full sensory. I'd suggest being mindful of what you're wearing. You'll be in water that's about calf height, so jeans might not be the best, or pants. There's some exhibits that have mirrors on the ground, so maybe not skirts or dresses, unless you're wearing shorts under. So those are just things to keep in mind. balls don't separate. This was my favorite exhibit. It had these beautiful real orchids that get lowered and go up and down, and you're just enveloped in this ethereal exhibit. Unlike the other installations, they take groups at a time and you'll have a limited amount of time to stay in it. I felt like the time was kind of too short, so we actually went back in line to go a second time. Make sure to book your tickets in advance, and I would suggest doing an early time. I have a thing where I don't like feet, and it was kind of a lot for me to go through this exhibit, but I tried not to think about it, and it was totally still worth it. It was beautiful, but maybe if you go early, there won't be as many prints. After TeamLabs, we were super hungry, and it was time for dinner. Me and my sister really wanted to get our last meal as Gyukatsu, which is beef katsu. We went to Gyukatsu Ichini-san, which is in Akirabara, and it was perfect because that's actually where we wanted to go after dinner. I really wanted to get one more anime figurine before leaving Japan, and so that's the reason I wanted to come back. Earlier in the trip, I had gotten a Sailor Moon one, and this time I was looking for a Gojo one. And here are the figurines I bought at my desk. Here is a glimpse of all the things that I got in Japan, but we're not done yet. And the absolute last thing we wanted to do was see Tokyo Tower. So we went to a convenience store, grabbed some snacks, beer, some onigiris, and just kind of sat underneath the tower just to watch it. Lots of people were picnicking underneath it and just around it. We took a couple of pictures and videos, and it was a nice way to end our trip in Japan. My sister's bag was overweight, so we had to move a couple of things around, and we had time for one more meal, so we headed to Hanada Airport Garden at their food hall. We got a couple different things. We got ramen, some sushi, some tempura, and they are all like pretty good. You can't leave Japan without getting a bunch of different KitKat flavors. I highly recommend just getting it at the airport because it was just the easiest way to get it. During the entire trip, we used a pocket Wi-Fi, which we got at the airport, and at the end of your trip, you just have to mail it back, and there is a mailbox at the airport. And that concludes my 6-part Japan series. You can check out all the videos on the playlist. I'll have it linked, and if you have any questions about planning your own trip, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!